I've done this as an analysis, as an afterthought of putting in together certain experiences of other women as well. Some of it is historical, right? Some of it is what we perceive, what has happened over the last few years in terms of number of women. And the other is also on a genetic basis. I think we like people who are like us, right? So I think what happens is that when that has been a trend, you typically will end up looking at someone who is someone more similar to you. But eventually I think it has to be, that stereotype needs to be broken. And I think the first step to that is being able to be aware that you are doing that. And once you do that, then it changes everything, because then you start looking at it from saying, what are the results that I need for this? And I think a lot of investors do that, for instance, but not enough. So I think the important thing for women is to be able to say what matters most to you. And if it is being able to execute on your business plan, I think you'll have to first make sure you find the right investors. There will be many who will not be the right ones, but that's fine. And I think that's it's a very important step to be able to choose who you want to go with in the first place. The second, I think, is that people will do things where they can't look at you in the eye and all that. And I think you should take that as an advantage, because they might ignore you, but you have to remember that some of it is biological, some of it is you have to understand why they're doing it. Once you've understood it, you were able to figure out, right, what you need to do. So I think it is also about sometimes also that when they ignore you in the first place, many people tend to go away. But what is more important is that when they ignore you, you have to make your voice heard louder, and you have to have a seat at the table, right? So I give examples of when women just walk away from, when you're sitting over there and some man comes in, people will just walk away, and because they feel that their work talks about them. But I think it's important for us to be able to understand that sometimes there is nobody else except you who is going to talk not only about yourself, but your work and your voice will be important and available for our daughters, for our granddaughters and others. So you are doing this, there are stereotypes, but it is up to you to break them. And I think for me personally, there were some, but I think over the years, I did not take those as something that was wrong with me. I took it as something, I tried to understand why they did that. And I think once you understand that, you need to be able to say, okay, what do I do, to be able to manage this situation optimally. And as an entrepreneur, I think that's part of our jobs, right? So it's about being able to hustle, it's about being able to get things done. And what is more important is to get it done, rather than to say, why did I feel hurt that this person didn't talk to me, or something else. It is immaterial. So sometimes I tell women that, if let's say you have a co-founder who's male and they're willing to talk to them, let them talk. That is not the crux of the business. The crux of the business is getting more customers. So focus on that. Sometimes you are loud and you can speak, then you speak. If it is not in your genetic material, let someone else do that talking. But what is most important is getting your business to the next level. And I think that's what matters. But the more people are aware that it is not that people are not doing it to show you down. I think it is more, sometimes they're not even aware. I think sometimes you make them aware. Sometimes you make yourself aware that you might be the cause of some of the stereotypes.